Keep up to date and like our page at facebook.com/reachonair or follow us on Twitter. We are @reachonair.
Gari, oh Gari, passing water. The same motinini, oh oh. The same motinini, yo yo yo. Water, passing Gari, oh Gari, passing water. The same motinini, oh oh oh. The same motinini, yo yo yo. Whether you the hell for me, or na me the hell for you, the same thing, oh oh, the same thing, yo yo yo. Whether you the hell for me, or na me the hell for you, the same thing, oh oh oh, the same thing, yo yo yo. Now me the scratching your back, oh now you the scratching my back. The same thing, oh oh, the same thing, yo yo yo. Whether now you the working for me, oh now me the pay you money. The same thing, oh oh oh, the same thing, yo yo yo. Now listen, brothers, listen, sisters, listen, brothers, listen, sisters. Let us see heading for ourselves. Let us see heading for ourselves. Let us remember we're the same. Let us remember no difference. If now you get money today, maybe now you go get them tomorrow. If now you get power today, you don't know who go get them tomorrow. So let us see heading for ourselves. Let us remember we're the same. Oh, whether now you the heading for me, or now me the heading for you, the same thing. Oh oh oh, the same thing. Yo yo yo. Whether now you the scratch scratching my back. Oh, now me they scratching your back. The same old thing. Oh, 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 the same old thing. Yo, yo. Now listen, brothers. Oh, listen, sisters. Listen, brothers. Oh, listen, sisters. Let us see hell for ourselves. Let us see hell for ourselves. Let us remember where they serve. Let us remember the difference. If now you get money today, maybe now you go get them tomorrow. If now you get power today, you don't know who go get them tomorrow. So let us see hell for ourselves. Let us remember where they serve. Oh, whether not you the hell for me. Oh, now me the hell for you, the same old thing. Oh, 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 yo, water, pass curry. Oh, curry, pass water, the same old thing. Oh, oh, the same old thing. Yo, yo.
This is the music of Johnny Astro from Nigeria. The song was released in I can't remember the year, but it was released in the mid 70s. And it's called Water Pass Gary, or Gary Pass Water. You're listening to Mr. Groove's Low Spice Jams on ReachNA.com. This is Prince Russian. Remind me. This jam was released in 1982. Enjoy.
Call a certain magic in your eyes. I spell each time that you appear. So passionate that has me mesmerized. I'm more in love each time that you are near. Whoa. Starlight, emotions never far. It's like the brightest star. Yeah, you do set my heart aglow. I want you to know that it's mine. I'm not too far. I know we can talk. Be mine. I'm not too far. I know we can talk. You hold me close and whisper soft and low. Words that mean so much to me. You know how to make my feelings show. Like a song in perfect harmony. You remind me. Touch me, hold me, don't let me go. I love you so. That magic in your eyes, you right to me. I'm hypnotized, mesmerized. You whisper something low, touch me, hold me, don't let me go. I love you so.
This is what you call a classic. The music of Hank Crawford. Have to see the face. It was released in 1977, and the title of the album is Tico River. This is Fazo, Ride It High, also from 1977. You're listening to Mr. Groove's Soul Spice Jazz.
Keep up to date and like our page at facebook.com/reachonair or follow us on Twitter. We are at Reach On Air.
Must be missing an angel. Missing one angel child. But you're here with me right now. Love is gonna lead me. Happening to me. Your kiss filled with tenderness. I want all I can get of your sexiness. Showers, your love comes in showers, and every hour, you let me feel your loving power. There's a rainbow over my shoulder when you gave my company over. You gave me your heavenly love, and in my night you came crying for me. Because heaven must be missing an angel, missing one angel child. You're here with me right You came COD on a movie straight to me, just like your heavenly power is stronger by the hour. Heaven must be listening. I'm captured by your spell. Oh, girl, can't you tell? Heaven, yeah, must be listening.
Heaven must be missing an angel. The music of tamales. And this is Sun. The title of this year is Sun is Here. beat. Come on, people, have your beat. This is One Way, featuring Al Hudson. Tonight, the Love Zone will be starting straight after this song, and in the Love Zone we'll have 3 mellow tracks back to back without any interruption.
hey. And you either much no, I was either much late, either much had to get me some rest, either much had to. So we're gonna get into AEW Collision, the return of CM Punk. We are either much gonna get in the return of AEW Collide on June the 17th. We are gonna get into that. And we are going to get into the celebration of 100 days of Roman Reigns championship. So hold up. I got to get this net. Mm. So I'm back. So these nets though I had to straighten myself because I had to open up the door and get these nets out of here. Mosquitoes flying. And either much so, I either much Slahady. I've been up all night though. Had to get. I had watched it SmackDown, and I either much had to get me because I've been up ever since 5 o'clock. I had to get me some rest. I had to get up and watch I had to eat. So that's what I had to do. So and so because I'm even much looking at Thunder, you see to me with Roman Reigns is a champion, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns has rocked it up over 1,000 days as champion, is the travel chief pinned Braun Strowman in a triple threat match up to the end. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt title reign in a cup and capture the Universal title at Payback on August the 30th, 2020. So he then unified the WWE World title when he turned back the challenger on Alpha when he turned back the challenge of WWE champion Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38 ranges the longest reigning world champion in WWE since Hulk Hogan first WWF champion run was terminated on February the 5th, 1988. However, his reign is still only the sixth largest in WWE. Because I'm looking at these people I don't know. I don't even much know. So Bruno Marcino hold the title into 1.227 days on December 10, 1973, April the 30th, April the 30th, 1977. So because following his legacy his legacy near 8 years reigns as WWF champion Bruno Sammartino purchases by Vince McMahon Sr. to break up on other world title run. Sammartino was approached events that this world not be a longest reign in exit solid to boost. live audience in the short term. So, however, San Martino's second reign was other uh, escape ran clock in at 3.5 of it was other phenomenal success. The Living Legends demolished an intimate champion Stan Slaughter on December 10, 1973. And so the highest of his final or his instead final with Stan Hansen in Livering by Hansen immediately injured the beloved San Martino with a barricaded slam. However, the WWF the party claims that Hansen Labyrinth clothesline caused Sammartino neck injured instead that made Hansen finish the most fair moving wrestling and lead fans to believe Sammartino title was in ligament jeopardy. Sammartino defeated Hansen in the title boot and turned back all channels until he was finally demolished by superstar Billy Graham on April the 30th, 1977. And so third Hulk Hogan 1,475 1,475 days, January the 23rd, 1984, February the 5th, 1988. And so one of the biggest stars, if not biggest in hardcore, and enjoy one of the largest world title reign in WWE history after uh Bobby Bar Backlund. So Expert ran a championship world tournament by the Iron Sheik in Shady Chemistry, a rematch seemed inevitable. However, Vince McMahon Jr. had other plans. He had a reasoning acquiring the service of Hulk Hogan, the man who had saw as the face of the nation expansion. It was Hogan who crushed the Iron Sheik in merely minutes of January 27, 1984 to kick off the fourth year reign, which saw the WWE reaches a wide new intercontinental audience. And so the host of reign encompassed past some highest signified boots, such as a um, expert series with Paul Orndorff and his history WrestleMania victory over Andre the Giant. His reign was finally ended by Andre on the closeless screw job in the NBC TV special, the main event, which drew an incredible 33 million viewers, still a pro wrestling record. And so number two was Bar Backlund, 200 and 135 days, February 20, 1978, December the 26th, 1983. So Bar Backlund was planned to be the most next figure of the WWF for a year prior to the event title when the story goes that Vince McMahon informed superstars Billy Graham prior to his title win over Bruno Sammartino that date he would lose the belt into Warren Backlund was the man. Nothing, not even Graham incredible box office successful could prevented Mr. McMahon Sr. from the plans for his part. Backlund fit the bill, a champion, super hit, ornament, So either much credible, credibles in All American Board Personal was a majority. I'm sorry, major hit was the mess in his reign stretches for almost 6 years. And so he was renewed from clashing in a series of champion, Vessel champion boot. Um, again, an NWA World Champion Harley Race and AWA Champion Nick Bockwinck. All through WWF critic Michaelin range uninterrupted. There was two insecure where their title was tampering hold up in a match against Holly Race and Antonio Icon. I mean, dude, Bruno Sammartino was number one, 200 and 200 and 803 days, May the 17th, 1963, January the 18th, 1971. So, I mean, man, because you tell me that Rumble Range belt lasted that long. I'm sorry. And dude, people talking about where you was because you know you was supposed to be up here doing Monday Night Raw because I already done told y'all last week that I don't have no plans of getting up here doing Monday Night Raw because it ain't nothing going on. I don't give a shit who qualified for Money in the Bank match. Don't give a shit about who qualified in the women's match. So I don't care about that. Don't care. Really don't care. Because I really don't either much don't care. So with let me get into AEW Dynamite. Then I'll talk about CM Punk. So the next AEW pay-per-view Forbidden Doors in Toronto on Sunday, June the 25th. And the Ordinary had tickets for it, and I was going to go, but and what recently had a death in my family, there is going to be a memorial service on the Thursday, so I am going to be at a church service and funeral together that day. I sold my ticket to one of my good friends so he can enjoy it with other buddies. Luck for me, I can go to two AEW shows on Wednesday, June the 28th, Dynamite Rampage, and June the 29th, and Thursday tapings for Collide in Hamilton, Artrin, which is only 1 hour for me. I mean, good. Good. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. because we the much get the Pool Bat Club, John Marsley, Claudio Castro, Wallow versus the Lucha Brothers, Rex Flex and Pinto, X Zero, uh, and Model and Buddy and Alex Harbert. And I keep on getting the Lucho Bros and Buddy and Clear in the ring with super kicks. The BC into the Yux and Bandido. Berto into the steel step. Monster was fighting Penta by the barricade, but the camera cut away. Yuck went into the ring with Berto as the buddies finally ran Yuck with a body slam and Yuck's Suntom splash on Broden from two. Brody did a delay basic suplex on Yuck while Flex and Penta hold the other two guys in the armbar, but he hold Yuck in a basic suplex, pausing for a 50 count from the fans. They got into a spot fest squash with a cutter and a backstab. Among other moves, had hit a move and Bell to the floor. Basically, Buttering got a tag against Yuck with Buttering misses a cross body block, so he hit the mat cautery with Mosley gave Bowden a spike peel drive on the floor. And so Mosley delivered three clotheslines on Bordering, who come back with a boot and a uppercut. Bordering did a twist cross body block on Mosley, Flex tagging against Claudio with a flex, hitting a super kick Yuck into the ring, illegally Flex kicking him in the jaw, and Penta tagging in for a double suplex super kick, and Yuck Penta with a slug signature blade on Claudio, then a super kick in the corner, and Penta hit a DDT on Monster, who was illegal in the ring, and Claudio nearly Penta with a clothesline. Yup, and Banderin. Banderin was illegal again with Banderin hit a running drop kick. Banderu hit a left cutter flex and Penta hit smooth saw dive drive on the top to the floor. Banderin hit a super fly splash on the top for two. Banderin with a rising knee strike. Marsley hold on to Yuck to stop a move from Banderin, and Claudio was the uppercut on Banderin, and Yuck hit a jumping knee strike. Yuck delivered a elbow smash, followed by the sit belt pin moves for the pinfall win. After 12 minutes, Brian Danielson said he was proud of Yuck getting the win just like he did at Double or Nothing. And so, great match, full of action, lot of chaos and usual in AEW six-man tag team match. It's shocking that Moxley wasn't a bloody mess in the match. I would have liked to see more flex in the match because Veteran was in there. A lot of flex is my favorite guy on the team. Anyway, I think it was a quality matchup to put over the BCC. Guys continue their personal momentum. Yuck got the win here just like he did over Omega at Double or Nothing with Brian on the commentary, putting the over in a big way. I like that a lot. It makes the wins feel more important. I mean, yeah, because they still got the lead Mac Jackson and Kenny Omega to deal with. Because they are going to have to look for somebody who can take on Toshida You only have Mac Jackson and Nick Jackson and then Adam Heyman Page on your side, but you are gonna need to find you another member who can either much join the elite, either much take down though the BCC, the BCC table, because right now, they either much have been on a high streak. Because you really think they are gonna lay down after that loss they had took at Double or Nothing? Because you know coming up at if we get this match at Forbidden Doors, they are want to get their win back because they are coming back for payback and they are not gonna miss that. Because we either much had the lead, we had Mac Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Hangman. Adam Page was interviewed by Alexa Marvit. Matt was selling the foot injury after using an explosive shoe for a super kick. Nick said that they are the heart and souls spirit of the place. Hangman said that they are still standing and still swinging the Dark Order evil. You know, John Silver and Alexa Raymond walk up to them. They monitoring that Hangman was with his best friends, so that they left. Marvin said that Kenny Omega has left the country and went back to Canada. Page said Omega is hurt and pissed off and said he is not in Canada. Hangman left. So it's good to see the Dark Order guys. That's because when Hangman had issues with their elite, it was the Dark Order that was there for Hangman. It was understandable that the Dark Order are mad about Hangman not being with them. Now I assume that Kenny Omega leaving the country but not going to Canada is spooked it to tease the idea that Kenny went to Japan to recapture capture uh our Bush to come fight with the elite. So we get the Bullet Club. So we had J.L. White and Juice Robertson were interviewed in the ring by Tony Schiavone, who was monitoring that issue with Ricky Starks was never in. White said that Starks think he only top off the world after entertainment juice with I mean Juice and White, and that he's eliminated Juice White from the battle royal, which said that Stark lost that battle royal like he lost to Wright. So just said that bringing them to LTR, Juice want to know why Dex and Cash come to the aid of Sweet Boy Rick. Juice said that Ricky Starks ain't got no friends with, said that FTR in are soft boy that are a lot bit slower and they look pretty damn too. FTR, Dex Haywood, and Cash enter with the AEW tag team titles. I mean, Jay White and FTR is going to be a feud set with the Bullet Club, though. I am looking for them. The feud all the way. If I mean, Forbidden Doors, I think is. Let me go back and check. Forbidden Doors is going to be June the 25th. So I think that feud, that stir is going to be built up all the way in that pay per view with LTR and JL White. So in AEW. And so we either much get let me read this. We get White drop the microphone instead of handle it to Dax. Juice punches Dax in the jaw, and Cash went after both guys, but he was over Norm Brand. Juice gave Dax a DDT as we saw some um, quarters in the ring because Juice had a loud load first with hit the blunt running on Cash. Ricky Starks ran after for the save. He did a promo and challenging White for a match next week on Dynamite. Ricky music plays to end it. So that new rivalry even thought I don't remember with it, Juice winning a tag team to enter a title shot. It wired because AEW has so many tag teams in the company, yet they really aren't evaluating any of them at the moment. Juice and Jay are a good allies for sure, but they are in full time tag team. It was effective in terms of getting heels heat, so it worked in that scene. So yeah. So the AEW CEO, president, and general manager Tony Khan had a major announcement in a taping promo where he brain as usual thanking guys. Tony spoke about how AEW collision adult on Saturday, June 17 on TNT from the United Center in Chicago. Tony said that he more information saying that Collide will feature CM Punk that was if they show the crowd reception with cheers and maybe some boos in there, the announcers actually shocking about it as they didn't know. It has finally been announced they plan on announcing CM Punk returning in 2 weeks ago with the ordinary collide announcement, but there was still issues. So now we get it 2 weeks later. I really like CM Punk as a performer, and I am glad he is back because I know he loves pro wrestling. I just think, as a 44-year-old millionaire, he needs to learn not to hold a gratis and maybe don't air those gratis publicly well learning to move on from things. I just think he holds on to gratis. Why too much? You can't be acting like a more 10-year-old while left your need to measuring and moves on sometime I think carrying a wide show in spitting the roster because people don't like Punk is a strange distraction, but that pro wrestling is unlikely anything else. Yeah, because that's the reason why people don't need a much won't CM Punk back in the company. Because we had went over this a year ago. We talked about Chris Jericho, Brian Danielson, and don't either much and told Tony Khan if you bring CM Punk either much back into your company, you is going to lose me. And and the rest of these people on this roster, I said that is Tony Khan's decision if he want to bring CM Punk back in his company because he was never either much was going to release Tony Khan for his from I mean CM Punk from his contract because Tony Khan is paying CM Punk a whole lot of money, and you know people in the meet. I mean both parties didn't either much sit down at the table and didn't either much agree with each other at both sides that if they want to buy CM Punk out of his contract. Both sides ain't either much never either much reach a agreement. And you really think that Kenny Omega and Adam Page and Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson either much want to get along with CM Punk? Because after all the chaos he either much caused there, and you got them people in the locker room either much running they damn mouth like ham hocks, like a damn ham hock, because they don't either much like CM Punk, don't either much want to be in a locker room next to him. Dude, it is not a decision because you work with Tony Khan. He's the one pays your paychecks. He pays the producers, the executive producers. He's the AEW curator. He's the AEW the AEW president, and he is the AEW president, and he is the AEW I mean goddamn the AEW president. He is the AEW president. That's what he is, the AEW president, and that is his decision to bring CM Punk back in his company. So it ain't nobody, it ain't Chris Jericho decision, it ain't Eddie Kingston decision, it ain't nobody else decision who works in the company. Nobody else's decision but his. So he's the owner of the company. So what else do you either much want to say? Do you want me to say? And so Mm. Oh yeah, I mean I had to go wash my face because these damn nets was I mean came out from the room. Because I just got through explaining to y'all when I had left out of here. I either much had said that that is Tony Khan decision because I said after all that chaos that CM Punk either much had cars in AEW and I mean CM Punk cars in AEW in that locker room and then either much both sides ain't never either much came both parties ain't never sit down at the table in a meeting never either much came to no agreement with each other. They never bought CM Punk out of his contract never bought CM Punk out of the contract, and then you either much after he done after the chaos that he had it out with the elite and had it out with Matt Jackson and Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, he had it out in AEW with, and you still think that Tony Khan dude either much with CM Punk though, either much come back on June the 17th, you already know that Tony Khan is the one is paying CM Punk to come back. He has a decision to tell CM Punk to make to bring him back. That is his decision. Chris Jericho ain't got no say. Eddie Kingston ain't got no say. Adam Hangman Page ain't got no say in it. And Brian Danielson ain't got no say in it. And then those people, I mean, back there in that locker room, they sure ain't definitely ain't got no damn say. They ain't doing them but running their damn mouth like a ham hock. That's all they doing. So and CM Punk either when he comes back though that CM Punk, what happened if he ends up getting injured again? He ends up, and then he either much not the same wrestler like he used to be, and his body done end up slowing down. His body done end up slowing, is breaking down on him, and he can't even much wrestle part time in AEW. Because we seen him had good matches with MJF. We seen him had good matches with Kenny. He need to be wrestling people like Adam Hangman Page, Wallow, Isaiah Swerve, Parker Boudreaux. When they gonna be using him on TV, he need to be wrestling people like Chris Jericho. He need to be feuding with him. He need to be feuding with Cassidy Quadro, and he need to be feuding with Samoan Joe. There will be a biggest feud that CM Punk need to be feuding with on TV. So, and we get CM Punk, he is going to be returning coming up at June the 17th. Because Tony Khan is the one pays those paychecks. Tony Khan is the AEW president. He is the CEO and owner of AEW and president of AEW. And he's the one pays the producers. He pays the wrestlers. He is the one that makes the decisions. So he has a say in it. Chris Jericho don't have no say in it. Dude, why the hell is you either much in my chat though? Because if you don't believe me, you don't either much have to be here in my chat. Because I am the one either much break down this news. I am the one give you entertainment. I am the one give you AEW and SmackDown every Saturday on my podcast. You in the chat, so you can't tell me that. So you don't pay me. You don't pay me for doing this. So if you don't like what I'm saying, you can get your ass out of my chat and go find you somebody else to listen to. Because you don't have to be here. Trent Barrett versus Swerve Strickland versus Big Bill. And so Swerve Bell to the floor. Trent ran the ropes and hit a suicide dive onto Swerve Trent with some chops to build a Bill choke. Trent well kicking Swerve. Bill hit running corner splash on both guys. Bill launches Trent into the air from a slam onto the mat, followed by a build hitting a boot to the face. Trent and Swerve were battling on the apron. Bill was back on the rank and he kicked his Swerve off the apron to the floor because Trent pulled Swerve in the way. Trent ki- uh, kicking Bill off the apron to the floor. Trent hit a moonsault off the middle rope onto Bill on the floor. Swerve with a running kick in. On Trent. Swerve went up top. Bill chopped him, and Trent joined the others two guys in front a combo spot. Trent and Swerve hit a double superplex on Bill, um leading to a uh chart charge chat. Trent hit a half and half suplex on Swerve. Bill hit a Trent with a boss man slam, but Swerve broke that pin with a kick. Swerve with a flattener on Trent. Trent hit a running knee on Swerve, followed by a peel driver for a two, and Bill broke up the pin. Bill gave Trent a choke slam for the apron into the ring. Swerve did a swerve swamp to Bill on the apron. Swerve went into the ring and did a circle fit pin on Trent for the pinfall win after 9 minutes. So it stands slowly, but ended up a sight better than average match by the end. Swerve is a singles guy that gets a made push sometimes. Big Bill never gets us that well. Our Trent is a tag team guy. Say, Trent was going to take the pin here. They double suplex spot was really good. So it was smart to do it near the end of the match and pop the crowd like that. I mean, yeah, because with Big Bill, I mean, like you already know that if we either much get Isaiah Swirl taking on Orange Cassidy, he probably be the one that take the bet off of him at Forbidden Doors, and take the AEW Intercontinental Championship off of him at Forbidden Doors, and then and put it on Isaiah Swirl because Tony Khan has been building Orange Cassidy up like a momentum. Building Orange Cassidy up is a workhorse and booking him strongly. So if they don't have anybody on a roster that who can either much beat Orange Cassidy, that mean they can go get somebody who is strong who can take the AEW Intercontinental Championship off of Big Bill. Like I just said. And so the acclaimed Max Cassidy and Anthony Brown, along with Daddy Ass and Billy Gunn, was interviewed on the stage by Renee Pritiker. Gunn said that anybody can get beat at any time. Gunn fit bad about letting them down. Cassidy claimed that it wasn't Bill fate together. They are the acclaimed, the people choice. Brown said that they were screwed out of the tag team gold. Brown said that Billy Gunn, after over 30 years in this business, this man deserved to hold gold on more time. The fan cheered. Brown said that love Billy and everyone loved the acclaim. It sounds like the Acclaim are still forcing on winning the Torso Tag Team titles after losing the match for those titles at Double or Nothing House of Black or booking Strong as they champion. So we see how that goes. And so Dan, Dunn, Cows, and Cassidy and Torshi Dunn Cows, and Cassidy and Tasha made their entrance for an in-ring interview with Tony Schiavone. They were no theme music for them as the fans booed them loud. As Callis was monitoring that their elite left the arena and they monitoring Hangman leaving the country, but not to Canada. So when Kyles was about to speak, their fans booed him loud. Kyles said he uh hopes those boos are for Kenny Omega, but the victim here in Kaz has done everything for Orange Cassidy and claimed that on Omega title wins in because of him. The crowd keep booing louder while Kaz tried to speak. Kaz blame Omega for the 23 stretch he received for the sore in his head. Kyle claimed that maybe he lost a nip like Omega, but he is gaining sun like Tashi. Man, when Kenny Omega come back, you know he's gonna get his revenge on Don Kyle. He is gonna beat the living piss out of him when he come back because he ain't forgotten. So Kyle Tashi, the best athlete he ever saw in wrestling at 6'3" and 240 pounds. Kyle said Tashi was better than all of the Japanese legacy and even said he better than Okada. Kyle's and Tashi is better than Kenny Omega to Tashi did a promo in Japanese, so the fans keep booing him. Tashi said that they will destroy their leak in Kenny Omega, and Kyle said his new family is going to cut the elite out of all elite wrestling. That was it as the crowd continued to boo. There was a lot of boos for cause a heel like him loves to hear it because it means the story is worth it. Clear is the booing continued throughout the promo by cows. And so Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus Gatrin, Gas Ornery and KAUN Caddy and Torty and Lion. And so Gaddy and Agony Armin were RRA six-man tag team champs with Brian Cage. The Heels had the average early with a tart giving Orange and overhead suplex. Allen tags in, leading to Tony running him over with a running elbow smash. Allen went for a springboard attack, but Todd hit him with a bouncing con, hit a double knees to Orange. The Todd swerve Brian Cage in Prince 9 watches from the top of the ramp. Since Gatton and Agony Adarin or their allies start send Allen into the turnbuckle, followed by a running splash in the corner. Allen was the next snap across the top rope on Allen, so Khan sending Allen into the barricade in apron in a branch of time. Torres ran over Orange with a shoulder tap on the floor. The match continued with the GOA guys in control of Allen. Lion hit a unraised slam on Allen. Both GOA guys were in the ring for about a minute because it's AEW, so Allen figured his way free a bout in Orange, and Orange did one of his pocket drop kick in a DDT on Khan, got a 2 count. Lion eagerly went into the ring with a Samoan drop followed by a gas doing a double strikes to Orange, a chest back for a 2 count because Allen made the save and Orange hit a double hurricane piranha, I guess, to break free. Allen tag in with a running splash. He sent into the turnbuckle in Orange hit a Orange punch, a 2. Allen hit a cannonball on 2 on the floor. Orange hit a standoff millionaire on Khan, and Allen hit a cold red on Khan. Allen, they top a hit. He hit the coffin drop on Khan for the pinfall, went after 11 minutes. So it it was okay. This was more a trending tag team match with Allen as the face and Prince for most of the match instead of a CHAOTIC chaos. AEW tag team was rambling. People are in the ring at all times. They was a long pride where both guys were in the ring for a long time. Darby and Orange are two of the most pushed guys in AEW, where Gats or Orange rallied and wrestling on AEW TV. It made sense to do the match. since Swerve is targeting Cassidy those days, but the results of the match was never in doubt. So after the match, so the toss was Swerve, Brian Cage, Prince Nana went down to the ring before they could do anything. It's Sting, the old guy. Sting slowly walked down to the ring with a baseball bat in hand. The Heels left the ring, so Sting stood in the ring besides Allen and Cassidy. The fans popped it for Sting. This could set up a six-man tag team match on Sting teaming up with Allen again. Sting has only wrestled one match for AEW this year. I mean, yeah, because Sting is retiring this year. Why would you think Tony Khan is going to have Sting wrestle on TV week and week every year and have him suffer multiple injuries? And you know Tony Khan is not going to let him go out like that in the ring against anybody and you just chunking him in there. Okay, stop that shit. Stop that. So, cause Sting is gonna be retiring this year. The show a promo Mac Jacob Freeman after his AEW World Title winning at Double or Nothing. MJL trashed Darby for the loss to a handlock takeover. MJL said that you are running out of people that can claim that a better that Max and you know is MJF said that nobody is on the level of the devil. I mean, dude, you are well. The only person who is beating MJF is Adam Cole. That's the only person that who is going to be beating him. That's about it. So we get a good promo from Max as you the AEW. Oh yeah, I'm not reading it. I don't need to read it, so I don't know who is gonna be his MJF next challenger. I don't know. So we get Tony Schiavone was in the ring, something, and the LTR champion Hook made his entrance. Tony mentoring Hook, helping the hardest in the big win or double or nothing on the pre-show. I don't watch the match, so we already had Tony Storm, the AEW Women Champion, was interviewed with Sarah Ray and Ruby Soho with Renee Pitt quit doing the interview. Tony said she have a great time surrounded by the world best friend. Tony said there is nobody good each to carry her bag in AEW. Ruby said that Tony is grace AEW fans with her impressive at AEW House of Rules shows. Tony said the only lucky people here in are the AEW fans. So we get the TNT champion versus Nyla Rose. So this is standard first TBS title defense. Rose is a former AEW World Champion. They really gets to wrestle on Dynamite. Rose hit a body slam, but Crystal board a swanton splash. They battle over a suplex spot. Taya Baker was showed watching the match on TV as well suplex Chris into the turnbuckle. Rose in control with a clothesline. Chris avoid a splash attempt. Chris with a several clothesline and a Kona splash. Chris hit a running knee and a blue thunder bomb for two. Chris went up top. Rose tripped her up and Rose hit a Kona splash. They left the ring with a cannonball on Chris against the barricade back in the ring. Rose hit a choke slam for two. That Barry gets a reception because they crowd knows wasn't done. Chris hit a jawbreaker. It went up top with a 54 splash for the pinfall win after 8 minutes. And so a competition match to put over the win over the new champion. Chris even thought Rose barely used a AEW title, TV title. She has a capable as a former champion, as a power wrestler, more selling would have been nice because the moment after Chris took a choke slam, she hit a jawbreaker, a 450 splash to win. So it makes the choke slam look like it wasn't never. Chris Stanley celebrate with the TBS title. They showed Ty Valkyrie watching the match and had a look over a angry, frustrated on her face. Maybe they turned her heel going after Chris and that title. I don't know. So I am happy for Chris. The best thing that Chris did in her career was dumping the stupid alley gimmick that she had early in her career, AEW career. They never should have brought that to television because it holds her back now. She's more serious character that is a believable champion. I mean, yeah, because Chris Stanley, people gonna either much think she is gonna be the next one is a Charlotte. You gotta have her beat heels like Ruby Soho, like Rubia Soho, people like Jamie Hayter, Rubia Soho, and neither much have her beat people like like Tony Storm on the main roster, and then either much book her for the next 7 months is a dominant champion, and Crystal Stanlager to you either much find a threat who can either much dethrone her for the AEW TBS championship. But your AEW women's roster is just not either much that big. It's just not. Okay, because then she either much want to get bring Ember Moon in to either much put her over and keep the TBS title. So she is not either much going to be the one that beat her for the TBS championship either. She probably put on a hell of a match against Chris Stanley, and then AEW they booked Athena to go in there and lose to her. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm glad that Bill took off with Jay Carter. So now her ass is going to be taking some time off. And so we get to the last match. It was a main event mixed tag team match. It's time with the boyfriend and girlfriend couple of Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, entering the Sarah Ray was next for the Heels team, followed by Chris Jericho, who has a 225-7, and one single record on Dynamite. It feel like he has wrestled more matches on Dynamite, but I guess not. Chris Jericho and Sarah versus Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker DMD. the male completed with the male, and females complete with the females. Cole and Jericho had a chop fest earlier. Jericho did a eye poke in a dumping Cole out of the ring. Jericho sent Cole into the barricade back in the ring. Cole hit a clothesline leading to Sarah Ray tagging in. So Britt was legal. Baker with a form, then a signature blade neck breaker in a overhead slam. Baker did a left slam. When Baker ran the rope, Jericho tripped it up. Baker and Sarah Ray took over. And so the match returned with Tony Storm and Ruby Soho at ringside, stomping on Britt Baker with Jericho disrupted the referee. Ashita showed up with a kendo stick, and she hit a Storm and Ruby with a kendo stick to make the heels run away. Jericho went went into the ring to get in Baker face, then Baker break face to break in Cole. So Jericho was illegal. Cole delivered a pump kick on Jericho. Cole hit a jumping scissors kick on Jericho. Then Jericho avoided a drop kick and Jericho hit a line saw. So Ray got the tag. So Baker was legal with a two liver arms with a neck breaker. Saray sent Baker into the turnbuckle. Saray with a forearm, and Baker shoved Saray down from the turnbuckle. Jericho covered Saray to try to block a move, but Baker hit a awakening splash on Jericho. So Baker got a 2 count on Saray. Cole tag in. He hit a backstab on Jericho, and Cole went Parmesan Sunrise, but Jericho avoided the Saray punch Baker after off the apron to the floor. Jericho applies the avoid that. The lion more on off a Boston crab, and Cole got to the bottom row to break it while Jericho hold on to the heel. Baker hit her fingers in Jericho's mouth, and Jericho holds to sell it, which looks recursions because but Baker applies her lockjaw submission on Jericho, which also looks silly. And so Ray broke it up. Cole charging with a super kick, but Jericho hit a code breaker for two. Cole and Jericho exchanged some strikes. Then they ran the ropes and did a double clothesline. So Ray tags in again. Baker with some awake phone. So Ray planted Baker with a cradle DDT with the referee checking on Baker because it looks like a rigged. Jericho grabbed his back, changed at Baker, even though he was never going to hit her. Obvious in cold super kick. Jericho Baker kicked this right out of the ring, and Cole and Baker hit a double super kick on Jericho. Cole tags in with the bottom uh, running knee to the back of the head for the pinfall win after 13 minutes. So it was a good by the end, but not the instant earlier on good each by the end to make it it 3 stars. I wasn't that impressive with the Jericho match at Double or Nothing, and it was never excited here. I get why Jericho because it was revenge for Cole Baker after what Jericho Saray did to them 7 weeks ago. Jericho selling for Baker is nice of him to do, but I don't think it's looking that great. Um, I give AEW a 7 out of 10. So that's the end of my results. So moving on to SmackDown. So, but let me go spit some. Hmm. So we get into the 100 celebration days of Roman Reigns. So SmackDown was in Princeburg, Pennsylvania, and so we get the video air that Paul Heyman showed a highlights of a has 100 and plus thousand days of range as the universe. They showed image of Paul champions that had leaked range, including CM Punk with a 434 plus days in WWE. That title range added that WWE champion to its about 14 months ago at WrestleMania 38, 2022. The 945 days range retained his champion for the third straight WrestleMania at WrestleMania 39 against Cody Rhodes. Heyman said it was time to acknowledge the champion range of Roman Reigns. I mean, yeah, I mean, SmackDown was not even much was all that though, because I was not even much was getting in. I mean, into it. I mean, answering to it because I mean, I'm gonna say this at the end of the show because this is about to piss me off. I'm telling you, that's what it's about to do. So let's hear from Austin Theory. Austin Theory, the United States champion, was in the ring. Welcome us to Austin Theory line. Theory said it's the celebration of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And Theory said if your combo Roman Reigns with the greatest United States champion, Austin Theory title reign, then it will be 100,000 days and 290 days. Theory said it's almost in Spring as being the guy they best John Cena. I beat it John Cena at WrestleMania. Theory said, you know, we have a big celebration for him because if they keep giving him guys like Sheamus, he keeps the title for as long time. Theory said he's 25 and he though this guy already. So Theory inducted his tag team partner Pretty Deadly, Elton and Pretty and Kate Wilson. It sound like new music from them. I mean, yeah, but I'm not a Pretty Deadly fan. I don't think they're gonna be getting nowhere on this main roster over there on SmackDown. So I'm not a fan of them. So if you don't know much about Pretty Deadly, and the Prince is the blonde guys, and Wilson is the Branted Ridge with a Kona clothesline on Prince, and then Bush tags in with a drop kick. Prince the board put to the turnbuckle. So Wilson tags in with a Kona splash. The crowd was chanting for Sheamus as Bush hit a Wilson with a clothesline. Bush stumping on Wilson's hand. They called for Sheamus to come. And so the fans popped up for Sheamus getting the tag. The show went into the break. The match continued with Prince working over Bush, who tried some finger snapping until Prince and punches Bush. They tags in with hmm, I said, let me read this. They continue with Prince working over Bush, who tries some finger snapping until Prince and Bush they tag in with punches, and Wilson was next with a uppercut. Bush fighting back against Prince was a kick falling by. Bush jumping off the middle row with a tornado DDT. Sheamus got the hot tag to a big pop. Again, Theory and Sheamus was shoulder and tackle clothesline in a power slam. Theory got a roll up in Sheamus when Sheamus was going after the PD guy. Sheamus hit three straight backbreaker on the three opportunity. All three Bush hit the right nose. Sheamus on all of opportunities. Sheamus hit a broad kick on Theory near the ropes. So PD pulled Theory out of the ring, and Hollins with a knee down, knockdown on the floor, and Sheamus with a clothesline on the floor. Bush hit a move so off the middle rope onto the heels. That was impressive as they show went to a break. So it's a continue with Bush hitting a German suplex. Prince that Bush hit multiple big seasons kick, and Reginald hit a clothesline. Reginald hit a elite elevator powerbomb on pressure, and Sheamus tags in with a knee drop on the top for a two. Sheamus tried a power move, but Prince got out of it, and PD hit a double team with a double knee attack. They hit a spinning slam off the shoulder for two. Sheamus knocking down Theory with a clothesline. There were moves from Reginald on Prince. Then Wilson and Bush to knock them all out of the ring. And Theory tried a jumping attack, but Sheamus hit him with a knee to the jaw. Reginald tags in against Prince with a double power slam on the PD guy. The Bush all did the forearm. Sheamus to the chest of the opportunity. Hollins hit a set out power slam. Wilson for two because Theory made the save. Theory with a town down to Bush, and then Theory shoved Sheamus into the ring. Post PD outsmarted Reginald using the ring apron and hit the spitting milk spine buster neck breaker combo. In Theory tags into pin Reginald for the win. It went 18 minutes. So a great tag team match that got a lot of TV time for a TV match since it went 3 segments. I like there with a pretty dead ass three ego egotress heels that can work together at times to pick up some wins. I am not saying they should be a stay, but they can currently be the allies that are together at some time. They Bush are good as a team and popular with the fans. They Tamderman sports like triple white noise and triple forearms to the chest are unique. Is a league, I guess, but guys do leave the ring quickly in WWE compared to other complaints. I think the win by Theory in PD was the right call to embarrass the Pretty Deal as a threat. I don't think Pretty Daily is getting nowhere over there on Friday Night SmackDown on the main roster because to me, I'm not a Pretty Daily fan. Didn't care nothing about them when they was in NXT, and I sure don't care nothing about them now on the main roster because you either much got Sheamus is coming after the United States title. Look, the United States title is not hot is the Intercontinental Champion. He should be the one that come after Gunther Intercontinental Championship because Sheamus is the one should be beating Gunther. So I don't know what WWE is gonna do next with Sheamus. So we get Paul Heyman with Show talking to Solo Secure with Paul saying they need to make the special for the travel chief. Solo just looked it ahead with saying anything. Paul said he got talked to Adam Pearce to make sure that the Usos are nowhere to be found. So this is they might we can acknowledge Roman Reigns and Paul celebrate while Solo said nothing. So they are trying to tell the stir the Usos won't be there. So we have to keep watching to see if the Usos show up later from Roman. Celebrate is smart to do segments like that to tease it is coming up later. So we get the OC Kyle Anderson and Luke Gallows and AJ Styles, the Meechin versus the Hit Row, Top Dollar and Ashanti. Dude, I don't give a damn about Hit Row. Fuck Hit Row. Adonis celebrate clothesline. Anderson dollar tags in Ashanti with a shoulder tackle in Dollar elbow Anderson to knock him down. Dollar with some choking across the middle rope. In Adonis hit a splash on Anderson back leading to B Fab getting a chop shot punch. Adonis grabbed a chin lock, but Kai got out of that, but hit a spine buster. Gallows tags in with a kick boot to the face in a uppercut punch. Gallows with a kick followed by a running elbow. Gallows with a running shoulder tackle in a left slam of the shoulder. The OC hit the magic killer on Adonis with Anderson pinning Adonis for the win into 3 matches. This match wouldn't have built up either. So easy win for the OC. Kaya sold it for a few minutes. Gallows with the hot tag, and it was over quickly. I don't remember the last time Hero won a match, so I don't care about Hero. Don't care. So um, what's this dude? What the fuck this dude? Garrison, Wallow effect with Austin. Garrison, Wallow was in the ring hosting in talk shows with Matt Roman doing a big introduction. Wallow said this was the most host talk show in WWE. Wallow introduction, the Raw Women's Champion Oscar, who is a now a heel. So Oscar sat down with Wallows. They show highlights of Oscar beating Bianca Belair to win the Raw Women's title at Night of Champion. Oscar put the daily missing two Belair eyes to blind Belair, and Oscar finished off Belair with two kicks after that. So Oscar spoke in Japanese and then said she was a Raw champion. Or Wallow pointed out the Money in the Bank briefcase hanging above the ring. Wallow said maybe some women will try to cash in on Oscar, and maybe Bianca Belair will come after that champion. Oscar spoke in Japanese. Wallow laughing about SA said it was so smart to see what Belair did at Night of Champion. Oscar had a blue mist in her mouth. So EO Sky showed up for a Japanese promo for her own as she went into the ring with Oscar. It lead to Oscar. Reigning in Japanese said more they were yell at each other. So we had Billy was next. Cole. There goes that rating. Belair said when they both qualify, one of them is going to win Money in the Bank. Billy said a member of Damage Control will win that champion after Money in the Bank. So Saskia was next to say there's nothing she would like more than to cash Belly dreams with steel. Shotzi claimed she was made for Money in the Bank in a chaos. So we get Lacey Evans next up telling Shotzi to salute her, even said that contract is coming home to her. Evans said that first she has to whoop her Cuban clutch around that simp Trump Selena Vega. I said I don't care because none of y'all ain't winning. None of y'all is not winning. Winning that Money in the Bank briefcase coming up at at in London, coming up in London. So is rather gotta be Selena Vega winning the Money in the Bank. Look, Bianca Belair don't need to win the Money in the Bank. It would just be a waste of time for Bianca Belair carrying the Money in the Bank around as a holder, and so you can have her cash it in at SummerSlam on Oscar, and just take the title right off of her. Bro, That means that if they want to do Oscar versus Io Sky, WWE has a lot of work need to be done before they either much pull that match off. So I don't care about Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans ain't winning shit. Um, EO ain't winning it. Ain't winning Money in the Bank, and Lacey. I mean, Bailey ain't winning the Money in the Bank either. So it's just like WWE ain't got no plans for her to be off in the title picture. So Selena Vega off the LWO said they are all underestimate her. Vega said that Rhea Ripley underestimated her. Vega was the closest to become the champion. Vega trashed Evans and told they nail all to estimate her because it will be that much sweet when she become Mrs. Money in the Bank. All the women were angering with Wallow saying it was the best night of his life and went more girls. I said, dude, Wallow show is a joke. They got Gary Wallow looking like a joke over there on SmackDown. I mean, they got her looking like a joke. I mean, him looking like a joke over there on SmackDown, and that'd probably be a Vince McMahon segment. So we had Bianca Belair came out to attack Oscar from behind, but I don't think WWE is through with that storyline. So they build it all the way up to WrestleMania. WWE Night of Champion. Now it's gonna be going into Money in the Bank. So Bianca Belair ain't winning back that belt. So we get a match with Lacey Evans versus Selena Vega. Evans did a women's right punch to Vega during the break, and Evans did some aggressive chokes in a corner splash for two, and a Evans tossed Vega down. Vega with a head cross along with a boot to the head. Vega with a kick, but Evans hit a clothesline for two. Evans kicked it Vega down, followed by a chin lock. Vega back L. Evans into the turnbuckle. Vega jumped it off Lacey back and hit a cold red slam for the pinfall win after about 3 minutes. I didn't care about that. So the match was Mose Evans on offense until Vega hit a couple of moves to find a way to win the cold red. Why I like how Evans looked at it and think she can be a good heel if she was used more often. She just isn't getting much TV time. Those days, Vega has done well since being a face with the LWO, so it made sense that she won. So yeah, because we had Santino, Extrabar, and the LWO were backstage with Excalibur saying they were so proud of you. Rey Mysterio said that Santino and Zelina Vega are both going to hold that Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, I wouldn't even much be surprised if Selena Vega win the Money in the briefcase, but I don't think Santino Escobar win the Money in the briefcase. It would be nice if he wins it, But I don't think WWE has any plans for Santino Expo winning that Money in the Bank briefcase. So we get Money in the Bank qualified match Montez Ford versus LA Knight. So and Montez were joined by Andrew Dawkins, but Dawkins went to the back. There was a strong reception from Knight. The fans are really starting to like the guy. And so Ford and Knight each other lead landing to Ford hitting a shoulder attack. A Knight ran the ropes leading to Ford hitting the drop kick. Knight sent Ford to the barricade, but Knight punches Ford off the apron leading to a break. That match continued with Ford and Knight exchanged punches. Ford hit a clothesline along with an uppercut and forward with a running clothesline and a belly to back suplex at Knight avoid a standing move. Saw a Knight put forward on his shoulder and Knight hit a neck breaker. The shoulder Knight knocked it down forward with a elbow smash. Knight went for a move, so off the top forward hit a jumping kick in rock bottom for two. There was a LA Knight chant for the crowd. Knight and Ford did a double clothesline spot. Knight sent Ford to the apron and Ford with a jumping kick in Ford with a up top, but Knight punched him there. Knight jumping up top with Ford, who didn't had a head, but Ford jumping off the top. Knight moved and Knight rolled up forward along with a rope, grabbing for the pinfall win after 10 minutes. It was a pretty good match. The finish in 15 for a heel like Knight because chancing to win makes sense for the character. What a while about is it is that fans are cheering Knight. A lot of those days for losing isn't a shocking since he's a tag team guy. I think a lot of us would like to see Ford as a single star when the next 2 years are two. I mean, I would have liked to see Ford into the Money in the Bank match because he's gonna be a breakout star. I mean, him going up against these guys like a Ricochet, going up against the Santino Extra, the Rey Mysterio, the Jay Quans, Wado, the either much Donovan, either much going up against Kobe Kingston, Xavier Woods, Big E when he comes back in ring competition against Sheamus, Pete Dunne, against somebody like a I can't think. I mean Damian Priest and then Seth Rollins going up against one of those guys in the near future. And if WWE creator and management, if they can book him right, that means that he can be the WWE champion in the near future. And so I mean, dude, either much though WWE though don't either much ain't either much trying to either much push young stars. They just refuse not to. They refuse not to either much push young stars in the company. You should be pushing people like the Chelsea Greens, the Sonya Deville, the Shayna Baszlers, the Ricochets. You should be pushing those people in the company, but they refuse not to push new stars. They want to keep pushing the same people who they got, because you should be pushing the EO skies. I said, if that was me, I would have been giving them a push in the company. So Roman Reigns is a champion, celebrated. So Triple H was in the ring. There was a pondering in the ring that was covered a new champion, Hunter, monitoring the greatest of Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, as two of the greatest athletes of all time. Hunter compared Roman Reigns to them, saying that this is a man that you will tell your children about. And he inducted us to the tribal chief, the undisputed champion Roman Reigns. That the tribal chief Roman Reigns made his entrance wearing a special jacket that had 100 days on it, along with a Superman punch logo. Roman was ran the WWE title in a Paul Heyman sent the Universal title like he did so many times. Solo Sakura was there. So with Range could said it's 3 weeks tomorrow. Range will pass Porter, um, Margaret on the list of longest title reign, the three mans that will be ahead of him. After that are Bar Backlund, Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino. Reigns took his time getting into that ring as usual. Reigns shook hands with Triple H in the ring, and Heyman shook hands as well. And so Triple H congratulated Roman Reigns surpassing 100 days as champion. Hunter said there hasn't been a completion in WWE in almost 40 years. Hunter said that it was has honor to President Roman with a brand new undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Hunter undefied it. So the new undisputed WWE champion was presented to Reigns, who looked at it, and Heyman took the WWE title off of Reigns. Roman hold up the new undisputed WWE champion as a pyro went off in the arena. Triple H put the title around the waist of Reigns. I think the title looks great. They more go on it, and it looks similar to the WWE Universal title in terms of the design. Now, Range only has to carry around one title instead of two. It looks is assumed the line takes over the WWE title since there are 60 years of history. There will the undisputed title was only around for about 7 years. So we had the Usos and was out there. So the Usos were standing in the ring. Roman Reigns jumping was the face to face. Roman, who had the new WWE champion around his waist. Reigns told Jay to kick Jimmy in his face. Roman repeatedly himself telling Jay to kick Jimmy in the face. Roman said that Roman and Jay did to Reigns to fix the Jay and kick Jimmy in the face. Jay didn't do it. Roman yelled at Jay to kick him in the face and fix this. And so Jimmy said the only one they need fixing is you. Roman and Jimmy said that Jay can't fix it. Jay said that kicking Roman in the face because he was begin a brother. Jimmy said that brothers threaten brothers who love and respect their late Roman hasn't been such off a good brother. Jimmy wondering what kind of brother beats down a battering his own family. Jimmy told Roman that he protect his brother. Jay Jump told Solo that he will protect him too. Jimmy told Solo that Roman will bruise him too, and Jimmy will be there for Solo because Jimmy is Solo brother. The fans were chanting "Uso." So hold on. And so, with Roman Reigns said that the fans were chanting "Uso" because of him. Said that Jimmy is talking about, look, he's the leader. Roman said that surely hear from Solo about who he runs with around here. So had Solo that the microphone that Solo thought it is a slow spoke. I acknowledge you may be the travel chief. Solo said that those who are his brothers. Solo had the microphone to range, and Solo walked it besides the Uso to celebrate, but Solo standing besides them. So So Solo thought it was slowly spoke. I acknowledge your my travel chief. Solo said this, those two are his brothers. Solo had the microphone to range, and Solo walked beside the Usos, celebrating Solo standing beside him. Jimmy asked Range if he want to run this things with them with respect or land of those isn't landing or relevance by himself. Range told Jimmy to shut his mouth, so Jimmy shoved Range in the face. The fan chanted holy shit for that. Jay stood in front of Jimmy, and Roman and Jay said, not like this. Jay told Jimmy and Roman that need each other. Jay said that are the family are and they can't fight like this. Jimmy said that Jay is right. Jimmy said they are stronger together. Jimmy said Jay and Solo are his brothers. But so Roman and Jay, they can do this together, have respect, and ran the place like they've been doing it together. Jimmy said they are still the ones range, whipping his eyes with his head as he thought about all those range handed Jay, and it looks like range was crying about that. Range said no. Solo hit Jimmy with a Samoan spike to show that Solo was loyal to Range. After all, Range left the ring with Heyman was Solo stared down at his brother Jimmy while Jay checked on Jimmy. That was terrible. When I am watching the show, I want to force on so many things going on in a segment like this, but while writing, I am trying to recap it for you. And I am sorry I missed it. Anything, if there is, I think Jimmy promo was trafficker, then it looked like Roman was going to agree to work with the Usos again, and then Roman simply said no. That's when I know Solo was going to attack Jimmy because you know it's going to be 2-on-2 to set up a hanging tag team match between them. It was booked it really well. The crowd was hanging on every word they said and reached to all the drummer prefer Jay played a key role here as well because he was loyal to Jimmy throughout the segment. But Jay wanted to be on a good term with Reigns to say Jay was a bit divided for sure. I thought it was excellent. Yeah, because that will be a interesting story point and moving forward. I think we see Reigns, excuse me, Solo and the Usos at Money in the Bank, and Reigns will think that Jay will set with him again, Jimmy, but I don't know if that's going to happen for Jay. Anyway, the story continues to be the best thing in all of WWE and continue to have so many layers to it. I am enjoying it immediately. So yeah, I'm battling a cold. So I mean, dude, either much Roman Reigns tired anything because he have not even much put nobody over. Look, Vince McMahon either much don't care about nobody but Roman Reigns. He either much made Roman Reigns into the project and then had him beat people like Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Edge end up in the ring, being in the ring with Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns never beat it. Seth Rollins. He the only person on the main roster, and then beat Rey Mysterio and Diamond, Drew McIntyre, and had him beating Edge and Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock Lesnar, I mean, twice. I mean, he has been holding that title going on 100+ days now, and he has not even much did nothing to elevate that title. The reason why they brought that belt into the ring, that new WWE Universal title, look, that title looked at lazy, and that title is gold and black, and Seth Rollins' world title looked at better in Roman Reigns' title, because WWE does need to split the belts, those belts, and then just have one set of title and go from there. That's what they need to do. But in Cody Rhodes is going to be the one that need to end Roman Reigns 100 days. That's what he needs to do, because he has not done nothing but his main roster. Hasn't made nobody look good. Roman Reigns only cares about Roman and his family, but everybody else who get ran over by a bus or truck or car, he don't give a damn. He only looking out for his interests, and that's it. And so, and he is not a Triple H guy. If Triple H was in full control, he would have gave the belt to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And then Vince McMahon, he bring his old senile ass back and gonna say that it is not gonna happen on my watch, pal. I mean, that's the way he is. He don't care nothing about nobody else. Don't care nothing about the tag team division. Don't care nothing about the fans. He treating them like a piece of shit, and don't care nothing about the women's wrestling. The only thing he cares about is his money, and that's about it. Because he is not interested of pushing new stars on the roster, because he's unstable and he is out of touch. He is out of touch. So what else you want me to say? Because here I am talking about a nothing SmackDown that was really lousy. So Monday, I don't have no plans of coming up here reviewing Monday Night Raw. So good night. And we've been on here going on 3 hours reviewing this show. I'm getting up here back and forward. I was washing my face because these nets, that happened to me when I was on live stream Saturday. But hopefully next week though, we gonna get us a good podcast coming. So good night. Good night.